Have you ever wondered what happens when you push a mind past the absolute limits of mortal comprehension? We always talk about mixing flawless heroes with dark villains, or throwing a cursed digital virus into the mix just to see what breaks. But what if we go in the exact opposite direction? What if we try to witness the birth of an entity of pure, overwhelming, blinding ascension? Today, we are completely redefining the power scaling of the entire multiverse. We are not looking at a monster. We are witnessing the forging of a god. Imagine fusing four completely different, insanely overpowered concepts together into one single vessel. Miles Tails Prower, the ultimate genius. Supersonic, the embodiment of infinite positive energy. Espio the chameleon, the master of absolute ninja discipline, and a character who literally shatters the boundaries of standard canon, Izanagi from the legendary Supersonic X universe. This isn't a dark story. There is no cursed code or demonic aura creeping in here. But to be completely honest with you, witnessing this much raw, unfiltered cosmic energy is almost as terrifying. What kind of vibe will radiate from a hybrid that holds the deepest secrets of the universe, the limitless power of the Chaos Emeralds, and the lethal precision of a master shinobi? Will this cosmic being just become a messy, chaotic explosion of blinding light? Or will it become the most majestic, absolute base creation we have ever seen? You have to listen until the very end, because the final result is straight up breathtaking. It will completely change how you see true power. Everything begins with the foundation, the vessel. And the absolute core of this entity is Tails. Why Tails? Because he is the ultimate blank canvas of untapped potential. Think about his deep lore for a second. He started as an insecure little kid who was constantly bullied and outcasted just because he was born with a genetic mutation of having two tails. But he didn't let that turn him bitter or villainous. Instead, he used his astronomical 300 IQ to build fighter planes, hack highly classified supercomputers, and save the world over and over again. He even defeated Chaos 4 entirely on his own. But here is the thing, Tails is almost always relegated to being the sidekick. He is the smart guy behind the monitor giving instructions. Today, we are upgrading him. We are taking that massive, unparalleled intellect and making it the brain of our ultimate cosmic hybrid. By using Tails as the core, we are ensuring that the sheer amount of power we are about to introduce will actually be guided by a pure, calculated, and mathematically brilliant mind. His innocent, protective heart is the bedrock. But a genius mind is absolutely nothing without the raw energy to execute its highest vision. So we are injecting the ultimate positive force in the universe, the essence of Supersonic. Imagine a glowing, golden aura erupting from within, those iconic, gravity-defying quills radiating pure heat. Let's talk about the ancient lore of the Chaos Emeralds. The servers are the 7 Chaos. Chaos is power, enriched by the heart. When that golden state is achieved, it isn't just a massive speed boost. It is literally tapping into the infinite positive energy of the cosmos. It is a physical manifestation of absolute freedom, unbreakable courage, and pure hope. The fur turns a brilliant, blinding gold. We are injecting this being with a vibe of pure, unstoppable invincibility. Supersonic brings a chaotic, boundless, and overwhelming positive charge to the hybrid. It is an energy so bright and so intense that it could easily burn out a normal mortal vessel. It is the power of a dying star, burning with absolute freedom. And that is exactly why we desperately need our next element. We need an anchor. We need absolute, unbreakable mental control to keep the vessel from exploding. Enter Espio the chameleon. Imagine the iconic single horn, the studded ninja wraps, the silent grace of a shadow merging with that blinding golden light. Espio's lore is entirely built around stoicism, extreme focus, and ancient discipline. As the premier stealth expert and martial artist, his mind is an impenetrable fortress. He can literally turn completely invisible and mask his life signature by entering a state of profound, absolute zen. When you are dealing with the infinite, chaotic positive energy of the super transformation, you need the stone-cold focus of a master shinobi to keep that power from spiraling wildly out of control. Espio brings the calculated discipline that turns a nuclear explosion of golden light into a precise, laser-focused weapon. He provides the silence needed inside the storm. And now, we completely shatter the ceiling of reality. We are pulling from the absolute peak of the multiverse. Izanagi, the legendary deity from the Supersonic X universe. If you know the deep lore, you know that Izanagi isn't just a strong fighter. He is a literal cosmic god, an ancient deity capable of creating entire galaxies, manipulating the timeline, and rewriting the very fabric of the universe itself. He is the absolute pinnacle of power. Imagine Izanagi's signature godly vestments and his iconic red tribal stripes manifesting over the glowing gold and the ninja gear. The aura surrounding the character suddenly transforms into a swirling, infinite nebula of stars and cosmic dust. The sheer weight of this presence is enough to bend gravity, but as all these forces collide, something feels overwhelmingly wrong. The balance is completely breaking down. The radiant golden light of Supersonic is clashing violently with the dense, heavy cosmic aura of Izanagi. The grounded, stealthy ninja aesthetic of Espio is getting completely swallowed up and lost in the blinding, sensory explosion of god-tier energy. The universe around this being starts to fracture. It is a chaotic, unreadable storm of way too much power. It genuinely feels like Tails' mortal frame. His very soul is physically shattering under the weight of holding the infinite positive energy of the emeralds, the cold discipline of a ninja, and the literal burden of a universe-creating god. It is too much. It is absolute blinding sensory overload. The sheer magnitude of this power threatens to erase reality itself in a flash of arrogant, uncontrollable light. When a mortal is granted the power of a god, the greatest danger is not a villain outside, but the pride within. The temptation to let the ego expand until it consumes everything. Is it actually possible to have too much light? Too much potential? Is ultimate power just destined to become a blinding, incoherent mess that destroys what it meant to protect? But just as the cosmic storm reaches its breaking point, something miraculous happens. The brain takes over. The pure heart remembers its purpose. The chaotic, blinding explosion of stars and gold suddenly stops expanding. It doesn't explode outward, it focuses inward. The incredibly loud, deafening roar of cosmic energy silences into a quiet, rhythmic hum. Espio's calm, heavily focused ninja eyes open, piercing through the blinding light. And behind those eyes is Tails' gentle, highly intelligent, and humble soul, shining clearly through the godly glow of Izanagi. The chaotic storm settles into a calm, majestic, and softly glowing aura. It is no longer a blinding mess of pride and limitless power. It is a creature of absolute, quiet perfection. You see, having infinite power, boundless energy, or supreme god-tier talent means absolutely nothing if you do not have the wisdom, the humility, and the discipline to control it. We live in a world where everyone wants to be the loudest, the fastest, and the most overpowered person in the room. We all want the golden, invincible glow and the legendary godly status. But true mastery, the absolute most based and elevated state of being you can achieve, is knowing exactly how to keep that power in check. It is about using your intellect to guide your every action, but keeping your heart humble enough to serve others. It is about applying the quiet, unbreakable discipline to truly master your own mind. This hybrid isn't an arrogant god who wants to conquer, destroy, or flex his power over the multiverse. He is a silent guardian who has reached the absolute peak of cosmic enlightenment. He literally holds the power to rewrite galaxies and bend time, yet he chooses to remain perfectly still, perfectly focused, and perfectly at peace. He chooses self-control over destruction. He chooses peace over chaos. That is the ultimate victory of the spirit. No matter how much potential you have inside of you, or how chaotic your own personal energy feels right now, always remember that your mind and your heart are your anchors. You have the ultimate power to harness your own internal chaos and turn it into brilliant, laser-focused light. Discipline is not a restriction or a weakness. It is the ultimate control over your own personal universe. True strength is always quiet. True greatness is always humble. If this epic fusion and its deep lore resonated with your vibe today, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know down in the comments which part of this ultimate character is your favorite: the cosmic god, the golden energy, the ninja focus, or the genius mind. Stay focused, keep guarding your inner peace, and I will see you in the next one.